Steins Gate is a truly special anime for a number of reasons. It's an anime that just held on to me, and long after finishing the series for the very first time, I have never been able to let go of it. I spent my honeymoon in Tokyo recently and visited Akihabara. Many times, I may add. And on one such visit, me and my wife went around checking out all the locations from the anime in real life. We saw the Radio Kaikan building where the time machine crashed, Yanagimori's shrine where Rukuko lives and works, the famous coin lockers where the IBM was stored, and we ate and drank at Cafe Maelish, which is the Steins Gate maid cafe where fans of Faris and Steins Gate in general need to visit at least once, and of course many more locations. Anyway, the point of this is that it got me thinking about my love for the series and all the reasons why it has captivated me for so many years. There are a bunch of different topics I want to cover, but let's explore one of Steins Gate's core elements, the concept of time travel, and how Steins Gate didn't only use it as a narrative tool, but as its fundamental theme that weaves its way intricately through the entire storyline. Drop a like if you love Steins Gate as I do, subscribe if you want to see more anime content like this, and let's get into it. So as we explore the fictitious science of time travel in Steins Gate, we encounter a concept known as D-Mail. D-Mail are messages sent to the past via a mobile phone, allowing characters to alter specific events. However, these seemingly minor changes have major consequences, giving rise to the idea of world lines and divergence. In the story of Steins Gate, world lines represent alternate timelines or alternate universes. Every choice, every action produces a new world line, resulting in a multiverse of possibilities. And this is where things get truly interesting. The series shows us the delicate balance of cause and effect, exploring the idea that even minor changes can result in huge adjustments in the overall story. Early on in the series, we see a bunch of apparently insignificant D-Mails change small events for certain characters. However, as the story progresses, we see that these minor divergences set off a chain reaction, drastically altering the fates of the characters. This attention to detail, as well as the investigation of cause and effect, really does define Steins Gate's perspective on time travel as really unique and so very thought-provoking. Steins Gate, by digging into the complexities of D-Mails, world lines, and divergence, not only presents us with a freaking awesome story, but also encourages us to consider the implications of our own choices, no matter how small they may seem. It's kind of cool to think about. And now that we've looked a little at the fictional science of time travel in the series, let's look at some of the real-world scientific concepts that Steins Gate used as a foundation for its own story. Steins Gate, believe it or not, actually draws inspiration from some really interesting scientific ideas in our own reality, and it's really awesome. The butterfly effect is one of the main areas explored in Steins Gate. The hypothesis is that a small change in one area can have far-reaching consequences. For example, a butterfly flapping its wings in China can cause a hurricane in Florida. That's where it got its name, the butterfly effect. Now, in context with the series, and we've touched on this a little already, a seemingly minor alteration through a D-Mail can lead to significant shifts in the timeline, mirroring the principles of the butterfly effect. Now, this is where it gets really cool. The butterfly effect is actually creatively countered in Steins Gate. When you mess with the past, instead of scrambling the future, you discover that you always reach the same event, even if you modify a lot of things. It's an idea that really ramps up the intensity of the series. Steins Gate also dives into the idea of the multiverse, the existence of multiple alternate universes coexisting at the same time. This idea has gained traction in theoretical physics, with researchers investigating the notion that every choice we make produces a branching universe with its own set of events. Steins Gate embraces this concept, creating a broad and complex story in which characters travel through different world lines. And while the show takes artistic license with these ideas, it's intriguing to watch how it combines real-world scientific theories with captivating fictional story. Now, one of the things I absolutely love the most about Steins Gate is how the science fiction elements impact the characters. Time travel is way more than just a plot device in this show. It's a catalyst for psychological development and emotional depth. As the characters navigate the complexity of D-mails and world lines, we witness their struggles, their triumphs, and the significant changes that they all undergo. The main character, Rintaro Okabe, is the obvious best example here. The weight of his decisions, the responsibility of understanding the ramifications of changing the timeline, and the events that occur in the story all add to these multiple elements to his psyche that were nowhere near his character in the beginning before he started meddling with time. Okabe struggles with the risks and consequences of modifying fate, and this internal conflict adds to this interesting and very unique character journey. It's honestly one of the most human, close to real life journeys I've witnessed in anime. The emotions he goes through feel very raw and, again, real. I feel like they just nailed what time travel would do to the human mind through Okabe. And like I said, that's just one of the things I love the most about Steins Gate. Steins Gate does not shy away from diving into the emotional and psychological ramifications of time travel. The characters have to make difficult decisions, deal with loss, and confront the fragility of their relationships. The series really urges us to sympathize with its characters' sufferings, and it blurs the barriers between science fiction and real human emotion. It's done so well. Like, time travel has an impact on these characters that extends beyond the physical realm. It penetrates their very souls. And as viewers, we get emotionally immersed in their journey, experiencing their joys and sorrow as they navigate the complex web of diverging timelines. For me, Steins Gate has always felt like more of an experience than just another anime. Maybe it just hit me differently, but the visual and narrative execution of not just the story but the scientific themes have me completely immersed in the world of Steins Gate with every single watch through. Steins Gate has a particular animation style that suits the story's dark and complex nature. The combination of muted colors and detailed character expressions gives off this atmosphere that perfectly matches the weighty subjects of time travel and the repercussions of toying with it. Whether it's the subtle or not so subtle changes in character expressions or the way the animation captures the tension in those big critical moments, these visuals amplify the story by helping us viewers interact with the characters on a more personal level. The visuals and narrative draw us deeper into the world of Steins Gate, creating a bond with the characters and their difficulties. For me, we are not simply passive observers as viewers, we are active players in unraveling the secrets hidden in each world line, and it's such an amazing and unique experience. Like, am I alone here, or did Steins Gate have a real impact on you too? I know this is an older, more classic anime in the grand scheme of things. We've had Steins Gate Zero, the movie, and some other visual novel releases, of course, but nothing really new or relevant, if those are the right words. Maybe it's just because Steins Gate left such a print on me that I always see it as being super relevant, and when I see things about it, even the smallest bits of news, it just feels like such a major event for me. I guess that's just the beauty of anime, really. There are series out there that mean nothing to one person, but everything to the next. Steins Gate for me is one that will always feel special, no matter how many times I watch it, read it, or play it for that matter. It's an anime that just gets me so very excited, be it new news or just revisiting it in some form. Exploring the real-life locations in Tokyo that I mentioned at the start of the video was just so surreal and one of the most rad and amazing feelings. Do you feel this way about Steins Gate, or are there other anime that you have this special connection with? Please let me know in the comments section below. And while you wait for the next video to drop, why not check out this video where I talk about another of my favorites in how Lelouch from Code Geass is one of the most powerful and compelling anime protagonists of all time. But guys, that is it from me. I'll see you soon with some more. Till then, you take care. Peace, peace.